Hey everybody, welcome into Live with Greg. Tonight, I'm so thrilled to be talking to the newly crowned Miss Tennessee's Outstanding Teen, Taylor Black. She was crowned just 2 months ago over in Gallatin, and I am so thrilled to be talking with her tonight. I'm going to go ahead and bring her to the conversation. She just graduated from high school just like 2 seconds ago, and she's excited about going to college later this fall. Taylor, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm really excited that I just graduated, by the way.
You know, you were crowned Miss Tennessee's Outstanding Teen just a little over 2 months ago. First off, how do you feel since you've had the title?
I feel like it still hasn't registered to me that I won. I mean, even that night, I was still thinking, like, is this a Steve Harvey moment where, like, he announces the wrong winner? I really thought they announced the wrong person, but it's still a shock to me, but it's really fun.
When you go back and look at the video of your crowning moment, what are your thoughts? When you see that video, what was going through your head?
I mean, I really just prepared myself to make top 10, to be honest. When I made top 10, I was like, yes, I just made my goal. Then I went to the dressing room, I packed all my stuff. I was just excited to make top 10. Then they called my name for top 8, and I'm like, oh, I'm excited to make top 8, but now I have to go back to the dressing room and unpack my stuff and steam my dresses back out. And so once they called my name for Miss Tennessee's Outstanding Teen, I was like, if you want God to shock you, just doubt him for a second, because he will blow your mind.
You know, God will blow your mind every single time. And when you talk about your passion for just life and so much, we're going to talk about that tonight. But before we get more into that, I want to talk about the pageant, because you, newly to the pageant world, you competed in your first prelim last year in January. So what led you to want to compete?
So I was in Miss Alexander's classroom. She's the director of Miss Tennessee's Outstanding Teen. And she's not my teacher, but we were in there for testing. And she was talking to her class about the Miss America organization. She said, if anybody wants any more information on it, just let me know. And so I was like, this is cool. Like, let me get information on it. But then I got information. I was like, this isn't for me. But then I was realizing that, I'm still new to the community and I wanted to make more friends. And this is a great way to do it. So I ended up doing it, and I didn't expect to win, but I won Miss Sumner County's Outstanding Teen, and I did exactly what I wanted to do, which is make friends. And I competed at state, and I won that too. So hopefully going to Miss America's Outstanding Teen, I'll be able to win that one too.
When you think about your life and you think about the obstacles that you have gone through in your life, what was a time where you felt like things were going in a totally different direction, but God really just blew your mind and just put you on a different path?
So I've lived in Birmingham, Alabama all my life, born and raised. I moved to Brandon, Mississippi my 8th grade year. I was really upset about that. I lived there for 2 years, and then I moved to Gallatin, Tennessee my sophomore year. So I was really upset with God because I was thinking, I'm not going to make any friends. I'm going to be the new kid, and I didn't want to be the new kid. So junior year, he really turned it around for me, and I made friends and I joined clubs, and it was a great experience for me, and I got to be a part of the community. So that was a time where I was really down my sophomore year, but he showed me that, you don't have to be the new kid. You can just get involved in your community and make friends and at least try.
You know, a big part of the Miss America system is your platform, and your platform is focusing on lupus. In May is Lupus Awareness Month. Why did you choose this particular platform?
So my mother, my grandmother, and my aunt, they all have lupus. So I'm actually really grateful for the Miss America organization, because without it, I wouldn't have had, the resources and the ability to be able to research more about lupus. And I've been able to get in contact with the Mid-South region, the director, Miss Tracy Rhodes. I've been able to just get more educated with the Lupus Foundation of America.
When you think about your parent, your mom, and so many other people in your family going through lupus, for people who don't know about it, tell us more a little bit about how it really affects their daily life.
Okay, so when I tell like little kids about it, I basically tell them that the good guys inside of you and your immune system, they're actually turning against you and they're fighting against you in your system. So for my mom, there's different types of lupus. For my mom, though, she's really weak sometimes, and her I guess you can say your muscles and stuff, they're very weak. So it's hard for her to just move out throughout her daily life. But other people, they have heart problems and skin problems. I know my aunt, she has like face rashes all the time. So it's different types of lupus, but it really affects your daily life.
So you were crowned Miss Tennessee's Outstanding Teen in March, and so you're using this year to advocate for lupus awareness. For people out there who probably don't know anyone affected by lupus, tell us, why is it so important that we really educate ourselves on lupus?
So I feel like we don't try to do this, but we like to talk about, cancer or diabetes. We like to talk about the big diseases. And so the unknown diseases, or the invisible diseases, as we like to call lupus, the invisible disease, they don't get as much attention. And so people, they're not really educated on it. So as far as doctors, it's hard to find doctors out there that'll be able to treat lupus. So I feel like if we're all educated, we might can find a cure.
You just graduated from high school a few days ago. What was that experience like for you? And what are you going to miss most about high school?
So, being honest with you, I really didn't feel anything after I graduated. Like, it was a normal day afterwards. But I think what I'm going to miss most about Gallatin is just the community and the football games, most definitely, and cheering on the sidelines for Gallatin. I'm going to really miss that, and my teachers and friends.
You know, this year has just been a whirlwind. COVID-19 really changed the whole outlook of part of your junior year and also pretty much your entire senior year. What did you learn during this season where things were just a whirlwind and just out of whack?
Ooh, I learned it's okay not to be okay sometimes. I feel like everybody tries to portray themselves to be this perfect person. And sometimes I find myself doing that too. But I had to learn that, it's okay to tell someone, you're not okay and you're not doing okay. You don't have to be this put together person all the time.
You are prepared to go to Miss America's Outstanding Teen in a few months. What has the preparation been like getting ready for this national pageant?
So, as far as my talent, I've been working on my talent. My dad, he was a music major, so I'm able to just practice scales with him to get my range a little higher. And I've also started doing interview prep with my directors, because that's another weaker spot, I guess you can say, for me, is my interview, but I'm really excited.
When you think about life and everything that has happened up to this point in your life, did you ever imagine this for yourself maybe 2 years ago?
I would have never thought I would be doing a pageant. Anybody that knows me, they're like, Taylor and pageants, it really doesn't match, because to be honest, I used to be a tomboy, I guess you can say. So it's just weird for me. I never would have thought I would have done this, but I'm actually super glad, and I wish I would have been able to do this sooner.
When you think about the day you were crowned, it was not only just a day for your crowning, this was a historic moment. You are the first African American woman to be crowned Miss Tennessee's Outstanding Teen. And over to the left in this picture, you see Brianna Mason, who's now Brianna Brody. She crowned you. She was helping with the crowning, and she's the current Miss Tennessee 2019. And she was the first African American crowned Miss Tennessee. What did this moment mean for you? I know at the moment it was probably a whirlwind seeing this and thinking like, oh my gosh, did I just win? But when you look back at this and know that you made history, what does this really mean for you?
It means everything to me. When she was crowning me, she actually whispered in my ear. She was like, "You're the first." And I didn't realize it at first, but I'm like, I am the first. I like to tell people that it's hard to be something that you can't see. It's hard to just envision and dream up something that you've never seen before. So seeing Brianna Mason, the first African American Miss Tennessee, and seeing Barack Obama, and just seeing a lot of firsts, it really sparked a fire in me. But I feel like it sparked a fire in the youth, people of color, to see that they can do it too, and that they don't have to dream small.
When you look over the past several months, you've been able to visit schools and do so many great things. And what has been some of the most memorable moments for you? You're 2 months in.
So I went to the Miss Tennessee workshop, and I really look up to them. They are also passionate about their platforms and they're super talented. So I think that was my most fun thing that I've done and most memorable because I got a chance to meet possibly my next big sister, Miss Tennessee.
And also, looking at this pageant, as you look towards college is going to be a big thing for you coming up this fall. What's next?
Oh my goodness. So I'll be attending Spelman College, the number one HBCU. I'll be majoring in political science with a double minor in religious studies and sociology. I'm just really excited. I've always wanted to go to Spelman, so I'm just finally glad that it's here and that I was accepted.
When you were going through the whole decision of where you're going to go to college, I know it's a big discussion with your parents and so many other people. What was the turning point to get your mom and dad to allow you to go that far away from home? Because I think it's about almost 5 hours.
Yes. So I think the bigger issue, I don't think that they really care about the distance. It's more so of who's giving you the most money. And if I'm being honest, Spelman really didn't give me that much money. So I feel like me convincing them, I told them that Spelman is a great school for me. It's something that I've always, I've seen myself be there for so long. So I just feel like I can achieve all the goals that I want to achieve at Spelman, and there is no other school like it. So I think that's what convinced them, to be honest.
As we wrap up tonight, any final thoughts for people out there who are contemplating competing in the Miss America system? Because a lot of people don't realize this is more than just a beauty pageant; it's a scholarship organization. And what would you say to them?
So I feel like as a society today, we have kind of deemed up an image in our heads of what a true pageant girl should look like, whatever that looks like for you. But I think that if you think that you're not beautiful enough or you're not tall enough or you're not skinny enough, that is not what it is. These girls that compete in these pageants, they are educated and they are passionate about their platforms. They just so happen to be beautiful women, strong women. So if you are thinking about competing, I definitely would suggest it. It is definitely also a boost of confidence as well.
And as we wrap up tonight, for folks out there who are just so excited about the summer months and probably stressed about everything else that's going to happen with COVID-19, thinking about what you've learned this year, what would you tell people? When you come to what you've learned during COVID-19 for people who are just still a little bit uneasy about getting out there?
I would tell them to take one step at a time. I know it's probably scary getting back out into the world, especially since the mask mandate is up for, I know Sumner County, I'm not sure about Tennessee as a whole, but it is really scary, but get out at your own risk. I would still say to wear your mask if you aren't vaccinated, or still try to wear your mask.
Sounds good. Again, Taylor, thank you so much for joining tonight. Any final thoughts you want to share before we wrap up?
Thank you guys for having me. I'm super excited to win Miss America's Outstanding Teen.
Speak it into existence, my friend. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be rooting for you all the way, and blessings to you and your family. Tell your parents I said hello, and stay with us. I'm going to show a quick video. And again, Taylor, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I really, really, really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching Live with Greg tonight. Again, I was talking to Taylor Black, Miss Tennessee's Outstanding Teen. She's going to Miss America's Outstanding Teen coming up a little bit later this year. And of course, I'll be posting some updates on my page here on social media. Have a great night, everybody.